Cheers, man.
It has been a long podcast, Kike. I'm really drunk and shit, you dumbass.
I am fucking wasted.
You better stay on the subject, because we're talking about Halo. The ending?
Yeah.
Finally, the final episode, unfortunately, of the series that they are gonna film a second season because Paramount had committed from the beginning. They said they're gonna make 2 seasons, and they announced it when they announced the first season. They were gonna make a second season, regardless of the fact. And shit, that's the contract. They're doing 2 seasons.
All right.
So that's what I say. I kind of knew it was gonna say to be continued, and I threw my guesses out, Kike. Yeah. And all my guesses were wrong.
No, well, I mean, not that far off. You weren't that wrong.
We'll talk about it. Let me guide us through the episode. Right. You ready, Kike?
Yeah, let's go.
Again, I'm only going to go over the main parts. I'm not going to fucking dwell on the entire fucking details and all this fucking lore and bullshit all these nerds do. All right? 3, because it's already Saturday for you motherfuckers watching this, so you know this is late already. All right? 3, 2, 1, Kike, play.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, Master Chief wakes up and fucking Maki's walking away, and she tells you motherfuckers, "Hey, you better tell me where the fuck the alien ship is, you motherfuckers." And they tell her. But then we get back to the Spartans, and they got Master Chief and Kai, and they're all in the shootout and ready to kill each other and shit. Yeah. And Master Chief starts telling Vanek and Ritz, "Hey, she lied to us. They took us from our parents, and they fucking lying. And we're tools. They made us into weapons and shit." And Kai's all like, "It's true, Vanek, believe him." And they're all like, "You're lying. Halsey directed us and shit. She made us into soldiers." And all of a sudden, woke-ass Major Keys shows up with his woke-ass fucking daughter. And he's all like, "Hey, he's not lying. I'm the motherfucker that took away for your parents."
I was there. I did that shit. I was there.
I was there and I did it. And then we put fucking clones back into your cribs, and they died in your parents' hands.
It should be me.
Yeah. You want to shoot someone? Shoot me, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And so all of a sudden, it pisses me off, Kike. All of a sudden, Miranda Keys is pissed because now she sees that her father was involved in it, not only her mother. Mm-hmm. But all of a sudden, the Spartans are all like, "Okay, we believe you. Master Chief, what do we do?" And I'm like, wait a minute, who the fuck took the pellet out of their ass? I didn't see nobody take the pellet out of their ass. Shouldn't they still be robots, loyal, 100% command to Halsey, regardless?
Like, shouldn't you wear a mask right now, or a helmet, or some shit like that?
Yeah, you dumb motherfucker. We're Spartans. That's what we have helmets for, you pussy.
Come on, man.
You dumbass. That's what happens when you take a pellet out of your ass. But no, Kike. Why all of a sudden are they changed or converted if no one fucked with their pellets?
Oh, because the general told them, like, if you're gonna shoot someone, it's me.
No, Halsey said.
I think that was an order. I think it was an order.
No, it's not an order because Halsey said everybody's order does not work anymore. Only me. Anything I say.
Well, you're right.
Halsey said that to them. I am God. You don't listen to no one. Everyone is compromised. Every general, everybody in the UNSC and shit. She said it, dude.
You're gonna suck my cunt, motherfucker.
So it makes no fucking sense. Why these motherfuckers all of a sudden we're all like, "Okay, we believe you, we're good now." Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers, you're still a robot. Nobody took the pellet out of your ass. It makes no sense. They fucked up.
That was weird. That was really weird. I was waiting for a fucking like shootout and like killing right away.
Fucking piss off. Mm-hmm. Well, moving on. They decide to join forces, and they decide. They said Maki is probably with the trying to get a Covenant ship, and we need to go over there. And Kai, for whatever reason, goes, "I'm going after Halsey instead of going with the team." And so Kai takes off, and they split up. And we see Halsey and all the Marines
go after this motherfucking cunt.
All the Marines are aiming guns at Halsey's ship, and it makes no sense. If you're already aiming guns and she doesn't want to come out, shoot the motherfucking ship.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you waiting for? Oh. And then Halsey's all like, "We need to wait." And the woke ass motherfucking pervert is all like, And this is weird. I didn't understand it, but later on we understood it. But at first I didn't understand it. But he tells her like, "Hey, the package is secure. Don't you understand? There's still options." And I had no idea what the fuck they were talking about. But I was like, "This, yeah." I didn't know. All of a sudden, we see Kai, badass, 9 foot tall,
dude. I fucking love this part. I was like, this is what fucking like the chief was supposed to be.
Yeah, this is what the whole series.
The chief is supposed to fucking
be. The whole series should have been this. And Kai goes up there and she gets in the ship and she breaks in there like a crazy ass and tells her, "Who am I? Who are my parents? What's my real name and shit? Because I have an Asian name. It doesn't make any sense because I'm white as fuck like you. Why is my name Kai? You liar!
Say my name, bitch! Yeah. Say my name, bitch!"
And then this woke ass motherfucking over here, fucking what's his name? Kevin Spacey looking motherfucker. He fucking hits Kai with a fucking wrench, and Kai turns around and he's like, "Are you serious, you fucking dumbass?" She fucking kills him.
I don't remember.
Yeah. She fucking kills him. She just throws him and he dies like a pussy. Yeah, that was badass. That was badass, Kike. You Kevin Spacey motherfucker. You fucking died.
Fucking badass.
You fucking pervert. You deserved it. Fucking trying to fuck a clone that's
Halsey,
gonna die.
That's her name, Halsey.
Halsey, yeah. But then we go on, and fucking Halsey runs for it to escape pod, and she gets away, and then Kai survives the fucking ship crash. And everything's okay, and Master Chief is all like telling Cortana, "Tell us everything you know, Cortana, because we knew you were working with her, you bitch." And so Cortana starts spitting the beans and shit. And Cortana starts saying like, "I don't think Maki is bad. I think like something happened, and then she fucking hated us. Like she's saying the truth because she's a computer." And then, how do you know? And then Master Chief is all like, "I felt she was good." And then the fucking Indian lady knows, "You fucked her, you son of a bitch." And then Cortana goes, "I think he's telling the truth." And the Asian lady looks at Cortana is all like, "Oh, did you feel it too?" And Cortana goes, "Yes, I did." I was like, I mean, I fucking felt him fucking her, and I felt the love. It was real, you Indian lady. Cortana even, Cortana told her the love was real. Do it, I'll dance.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
We're brown.
Yeah, we're Brodsky. We're same mothers and shit, different fathers. Anyways, it was Kike. She tells him, Show me that star system and shit, and they're like start selling some science, some geeky fucking geeky bullshit about some science about the stars and reflection and shit. And they say, well, that's the planet. It's not really like glass and shit. We just need to go there and shit. And then the Indian lady's like, well, let's send all our troops. And then Master Chief's like, you send all of them, they're gonna die. You just send us, and we'll get it done because we're like the best of best. And she's like, look, man, I'll let you go, you pussy. But if you go, you better forget John, and you better be the Master Chief. I don't want no John out there trying to save lives. You better go over there and be a killer. And so, yeah. And so John goes. He goes, I'm taking the Spartans, and we're gonna go fuck shit up. And before that, the general talks to him, and he tells the general, like, don't worry about it, motherfucker. One of these days, we're gonna pay for your sins. But not today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, right? Yeah. He does it. You're going to pay for your sins, motherfucker, one of these days. But it's not going to be today, General. Today, we're going to kick some alien ass. And they take off. And when they're in the shit.
What does that smell? No, that's a different movie. Never mind.
Yeah, fuck you, Kike. Kai's in there, and she tells Venick, hey, Venick's all like, were you really gonna shoot me and shit? And he's all like, oh, yeah. And he's all like, well, fuck. Like, you don't even feel sorry about it? And he's like, well, no, it was an order. And he's all like, you were gonna shoot us? And Kai's all like, yeah, but I was gonna feel bad about it, yo robot. Yeah. And then we see Halsey. We see Halsey crash land, and they catch her, and they fucking take her prisoner, and they take her, and this is I thought this was one of the best parts of the series.
That was fucking badass, but
we'll get to that in a bit. Yeah, they take her into a prison, and we get back to the aliens, and they're with McKee and shit. And McKee's all like, I brought you the artifacts. And they're all like, well, you said you were going to bring us the head of the demon and shit. The little whore. And she's all like, hey. Yeah, you Jabba the Hutt. You skinny ass Jabba the Hutt. You need to eat something. You don't look like your fucking cousin, you pussy.
You alien Jews.
Yeah, Jewish motherfucker. Yeah. Well, this little girl, Kike, she fucking tells them, like, aren't you happy? I brought you the artifacts. And they're all like, yeah, we're happy. And then they tell her,
but the Jewish head. What the fuck?
They tell her, you're going to go with us on the journey. You go get changed. And she goes to go get changed. And while she's changing, the aliens pretty much say, hey, don't worry about it. When she shows us the map, we're going to kill her. And then we're going to kill all the humans. Oh, yeah. These fucking bald-ass, fucking weird-ass, fucking rich-ass, covered in gold and linen, fucking Hebrew-looking motherfuckers. Yeah. Geeky. Well, they're backstabbing her, you know, even though she's showing them the way. Then we get Master Chief and the Spartans traveling through space, and everything's warping and shit, and everything's falling apart, and Cortana doesn't know. But for some unexplained reason that was never explained, Master Chief focuses on something, and he's able to travel through fucking, I don't know, dimensions or whatever, time warp space.
Because of Cortana. Cortana knows everything.
No, so it wasn't even Cortana, because she disappeared. She was unavailable with static and shit. Yeah. So Master Chief did it by himself, and it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense because he's just a fucking dumbass. You know, he's a jock.
Cortana was the one that was like, I'll give you coordinates and shit like that.
Because then after that, Cortana appears. Oh, you're still alive. Good. Because then the static went away, and they're in a planet. But then it actually got badass from here, Kike. It did.
It turned into Interstellar.
a little bit. It did. Yeah. It did. But then it went back to fucking Total Recall, and we're back with Halsey and her daughter. And the daughter's telling her, hey, I'm just here to let you know you found guilty and shit, and they're gonna kill you, you bitch. And I wanted you to hear it from my mouth, because I'm cold as fuck, because you never loved me, and this is what you made, you slut. And Halsey, yeah, yes or no?
Real words. Yeah,
that's basically what she said. And then Halsey was all like, hey, I didn't want you to be this hard and cold. I want you to spare you from this shit, but I did the opposite, and now you're everything I didn't want you to be. And this bitch is all like, it doesn't matter, you're gonna die, you slut. And she walks away and shit. Yeah, she walks away. And we get the badass scene with Master Chief jumping the fuck out with no parachute, and the Spartans following him.
That was really cool.
That was badass, man. This is what the whole series should have been. And they land. Exactly. They land in the sand, and they start taking the fucking pussy-ass aliens out. You know, and yeah, it gets real, Kike. This gets badass. They're fucking all covert. But then we go back to Halsey, and Halsey's having seizures and bleeding out her nose and dying. And Miranda's looking at her, and she starts remembering what the Flash clones did, what the clones of the kids they replaced. They eventually had seizures, and they fucking died. Mm-hmm. And she starts remembering, and she realizes, this isn't my mother. This is one of her clones. This bitch lied the whole time. And now, the words of that fucking woke-ass motherfucker make sense. Because he told her.
Jesus Christ, that was crazy, dude.
Imagine, he said, the package is secure. The real Halsey is safe. It's time for me and you. It's time for me and you to run away and have sex. Because you're not the real Halsey, you're a clone that was promised to me as a distraction. Yeah, that's exactly what was happening, Kike. He was gonna keep her. That pervert. Yeah.
Easy.
And so then Miranda kills the woke-ass fucking Indian lady. That's not my mother and shit. It's a clone. And the woke-ass lady's all like half-eyed because she's all beat up and covered in tar and shit from the explosions. And she's all like, shit. We go back to
she's having a concussion and shit.
Yeah. Do it, Kika, do it, Kika, do it, Kika, do it. Oh,
It was inappropriate.
Then we get Maki, dude, and she with the fucking aliens, and they're getting attacked by the Spartans and shit. And Maki goes to touch the this is where it gets badass, dude. This is where it gets badass. The big fucking gorilla, fucking better than Chewbacca, pops up and shit, and everybody's fighting. And it starts looking like the game. They put you into perspective, like you're in the game and you're seeing it exactly like it. And they switch back and forth. It looks badass. I mean, I'm gonna say, yes, the CGI is not like right here. The CGI is not movie quality, but it's still fucking badass. And this is what the whole show should have been.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least every episode should have had this in it. At least 10, 15 minutes of this. Every episode should have had something like this.
Okay, this is where it had a fucking like issue with.
What?
Where like they were like just dropped, and all of a sudden there's all these soldiers coming up.
Well, they explained it, Cortana. They were underground. They're coming out from the underground. That's what Cortana said.
Why didn't you tell me that before, you bitch?
Because she couldn't sense them.
No, come on.
It's rock. It's thick layers. You don't know this is alien planet, Kike. It's got like thick layers of material you've never seen before, you pussy. Don't worry about it. It makes sense in the Halo world. Anyways, let me keep going. So, yeah, all of a sudden, Maki goes and touches the item. She does it not to help the aliens. She does it to help Master Chief because he's about to die.
Yeah. She doesn't know any better. No,
she wants to. She doesn't want him to die. She's still in love with him, and so she says,
"That's what I'm saying.
If I touch the item, it's gonna knock everyone out."
Yeah,
and so she touches the item,
but she's building a fucking map.
Yeah,
at the same time, and these guys are like, "Oh, look at that! We made all the boo boo boo."
Yeah. You know? But it's only half of the map because obviously, since there's two of them, Master Chief being the other guy, the half of the other key. He has to touch it too. Both of the. This is what it's gonna be. They both have to touch it at the same time to get the whole map. But yeah, no, it's simple. So look, I'll tell you
at the same time.
Yeah, I'll tell you the whole story in a little bit, but we're gonna keep going through it. Plain and simple. They get transported to the vision of being on the Halo, and Maki, being the dumbass woke ass little girl who doesn't know nothing. And is a dumbass. She says, "Yeah, we should be here. This is where we belong. Me and you. Let's just stay here." And he's trying to tell her, like, "You dumbass, the vision is not real. You dumbass." And she doesn't understand. And then all of a sudden, she looks at her chest and she has a hole and is bleeding.
Yeah, because the fucking aliens told them, "Oh, we're gonna fucking like murder her."
No, it wasn't the aliens. It was Kai. Kai saw Master Chief and they needed him, and the only way to enable him was to kill the little girl so he could stop having the vision. Master Chief looks at. Did you not see this, Kike? Master Chief looks at him, and it was Kai who shot him.
The alien said, "Oh, it's gonna be great when she's gonna get killed because like she's just."
But it was Kai. Succeed. Master Chief looks over, and Kai's holding the gun. And Kai said, "Master Chief, like I'm sorry, I had to do it." To free you from the spell and shit, because she doesn't understand what's going on. Then they get overrun, and they all get fucked up. And Cortana tells them, "There's only 3 ways of getting out of here. And you're not going to be able to get the artifacts, or you're not going to be able to get the team. You have to choose." And Master Chief's all like, "Well, what the fuck?" And Master Chief's like, "It's okay, Cortana. We're going to do what you're meant to do. I'm going to die and you take over my body. Because if you take over my body, you'll be the perfect human and you will save the artifact and the team. It's the only way." So Master Chief sacrifices himself. He goes out there and he lets the big fucking better than Chewbacca guy fuck him up. And he dies. And Cortana goes to his body, gets in there, and she takes full control, and it turns into a fucking Halo God mode. it was badass. I hated this, but it was badass. And here's one thing I want to say, Kike.
Yeah.
The whole time, the three elders, the covenant, are floating up there. And,
yeah.
guarded by nobody. With zero weapons.
They could have just go like.
Yeah. All of the Spartans, Master Chief, they could have killed them, and the war would have been over because those are the leaders of the covenant. Those three bald-ass Jewish-looking motherfuckers are the leaders of the covenant, and you could have ended the war.
Yeah.
No. But anyways,
Right up there.
Cortana, Master Chief now, goes God mode and kills everything and everyone. And this is what pisses me off. All of a sudden, the big guy's coming towards them, and she calls the ship. And I'm all like, wait a minute. You could have done that from the beginning.
Done that before?
Without Master Chief sacrificing himself. Yeah. Without him doing...
Sorry, John. There was no other no other fucking way.
Call the ship, you dumb bitch, and control it. You can do it. It didn't make no sense. So yeah, he saves the day, or she saves the day. You know what? Hey, she patches up Ritz. Yeah, they fix Ritz because she's all injured and blown up, and he goes over there and does like fucking 911 on shit, all this medical shit that I don't know. And then she's all
God, with the fucking like,
the torch, yeah, and then they fly away. And at the end, Kike, we find out that Halsey is there, looking at the city, and then the replacement to her fucking pervert shows up. Hello, I'm another young pervert who's secretly in love with you, and you're gonna make a clone so I can fuck her. But I got a ship so we can get away.
Young?
Yeah, I got a ship so we can get away. And that's how the motherfucking series season 1 ends.
Yeah.
What do you think of this bullshit?
I mean, the last episode was the best episode, actually. I liked it.
I don't like the ending. Look, I guessed it right. I told you McKee was going to die. I thought Master Chief was going to kill her, but it was Kai. But I had a feeling, look, she betrayed the humans. So she had to die. And Halsey, I thought she was going to die, and fuck, they got us good. She's going to keep causing trouble. This is not like the game. This is not like the novels. She's going to cause trouble. They're going to do a season 2, and probably because the reception from the hardcore fans is not good. Because of that, I think they're going to end it in season 2.
Yeah. So...
But they're going to do a season 2.
Because you asked me a question, but you interrupted me.
Go ahead. That's what I do, pussy.
You asked. Okay, so you asked me, so what do you think about the ending of this fucking show? So, from the beginning, we didn't like Master Chief because he didn't have his mask. He wasn't Master Chief. He wasn't that guy that we knew from the game. And all throughout the fucking season, it wasn't him. Now, he is a fucking zombie. Pretty much.
Now he's what he's supposed to be.
Someone took over his fucking body. And now he's Master Chief. He's a robot. He's a fucking guy who doesn't give a fuck. Now he has a helmet. Now he's someone that we knew from the video game.
Yeah.
And this girl who is woke now, she painted her hair, and she's like, "Hey, John, are you there?" He doesn't say anything.
It's Cortana. And you know what? I am so happy that Cortana didn't speak all of a sudden out of his helmet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Cortana. Oh, fuck. That would have pissed me off.
Yeah. Now I understand. But you know what? It took a lot of bullshit. It took a lot of bullshit to go through this fucking season of this fucking show.
Because, it's different. It's different. Look.
It's not. It's a lot. We took a lot of bullshit. Come on, man.
We did.
Come on, man.
Look, the best part of this last episode is there was no Quan and no Soren. Oh
Exactly.
yeah, that was the best part of the entire
biggest fucking bullshit. Big fucking piece of
Who
dumb
gives a
that we
shit?
fucking got about
Yeah.
Quan. We don't give a fuck about fucking her story, bro.
No, we don't. We don't give a fuck.
We don't.
Okay, I'll tell you another thing is that
Yeah.
the biggest problem with this series is that the story, they had something, but they started it from the very first episode. From the very first episode, he touched the object and he started thinking for himself. Honestly, there should have been, if it was going to be 9 episodes, there should have been 4 episodes where he's a robot and he's the badass and the best of the best. And then in the 5th episode, something goes wrong and he starts thinking for himself.
Exactly.
It would have meant more. It would have meant more because we know he could be a killing machine, heartless, following orders. But then all of a sudden he can change.
In the 90s.
He can change.
This is what it worked in the 90s or the early fucking 2000s. Because like now everyone's so woke. It's like, oh, he has a heart.
It was rushed. It was super rushed. The first episode.
Because of that.
The first episode he changed.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to see him be a badass.
Exactly.
A heartless killer following orders.
Let's
it
make
doesn't
him
matter.
He fucking
Yeah.
You know, he was RoboCop.
The whole thing where like Quan says, you killed my mother and shit, that should have been an episode from the beginning. That should have been episode 1.
Smacker. You know, like, yeah, that happens. We're just fucking robots, bro. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But nothing like that happens in the fucking world. So that's what we get.
We get bullshit.
That's what we get.
What do you think's gonna happen in season 2? You think
nothing like this.
Obviously, hardcore fans are pissed. I'm pissed about it.
Everyone is. I'm not even a fucking fan.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah,
already
you're not-
thinking like this is bullshit. Nothing fucking like measures.
It could have been better.
Stupid. It could have been way better, dude. Like I could have fucking like thought about something better about this fucking movie. Dude, I could have made a bet. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not right.
Yeah, we both could have made a better show. I'll say it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not gonna say it.
This was bullshit.
But anyways, it was disappointing, and I'm not even expecting anything good. But it's
This is what I would have fixed. Quan would have not been in it. Soren, maybe. I don't know. I would think about it. But straight up, it would be the first 4 episodes. It's missions and them being badasses, and we see them.
Yeah.
We see them do heartless things like
Bros.
We not only that, but we see them do heartless things like kill children or women
Crazy
on
shit,
command.
right?
On command, because they
And
were
then
ordered
you're
to.
just like, why?
No, not why. No, they don't fight. They're robots. And not until he touches the object in episode 5,
Yeah.
that's
And then
where
you get fucking
he changes.
mind-struck.
No, then from there it could be the same. It could be the rest of the series. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
But the problem is you needed to make them first be badasses for a while, and then to see the change.
Crazy fucking
You gave us the change in the first episode, and that's why it was shitty. Because you could have kept his face hidden for 4 episodes, and then in the 5th episode, when he thinks for himself and saves Quan, it would have been more meaningful.
Yeah.
They fucked it up. They shouldn't even make Quan. Fuck Quan and Soren and shit. Look, I watched it. It was beautiful. The quality, I'll say Steven Spielberg was a producer in this. He put money in this, and he got some direction in it. And I gotta say, it's one of the bestest looking fucking sci-fi shows
it looks
on.
pretty, but it's not good.
No, the story's poor, and it could have been better. We'll see what season 2 brings. They might salvage this. Who knows? Who knows?
Hey, like shit like this, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out the full podcast on the link to the right where we discuss more topics we don't post on these short videos. Peace.